Well, hello there, welcome to this video. I've had a few people request it, of me showing my process for making soapstone carvings, because I do that sometimes, and I've never really shown the process in a video. So yeah, I made this little chunky stone cat, and filmed the process. And yeah, soapstone carving is something I've done for a little while. I started doing it because of school. I was offered to do it and I was like, hell yeah, I'll make a little thing out of stone. And I made this little kookaburra and I've, yeah, basically been doing little tiny soapstone carvings since then. The stuff I use is, well, firstly, you know, the stone, obviously. Then I have this coping saw. Yeah, then I have these little rasps, which I believe are also called rifflers. Yeah, which I got in a set, but I mainly use this one because it's my favourite one. And then I have some files, which I have thanks to my grandfather. Thank you. And yeah, that's... Oh, and got sandpaper. Oh, and I also have a piece of wood that I like to work on, and a container that I put water in for white sanding. The first thing I do though, using the saw, I get a chunk of stone from the bigger chunk of stone because I only want to use a section of it. And from that little section of stone, I guess this is kind of hard to explain, but like, you need to be able to like see the form of what you want to carve within that stone to kind of like see how it would fit. Sometimes what I do is I either like just scratch in using a tool, or I'll draw on the stone using a permanent marker, like some like profiles of what I want to cut. But I haven't really done that as of late, just because I think I've just kind of gotten better at just gauging it myself. Yeah, so sorry if it makes this video a bit more like hard to follow, because you can't really see what I'm doing. Also, apologies that the footage is like kind of hazy. I'll try and fix it in post. It is because there is a plastic bag over the camera, and yeah, it's not the best setup, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, the plastic bag is because of the dust that goes absolutely everywhere when you do soapstone carving. It's why I'm wearing a mask, and why there's a bag around the camera, and it's why I'm outside in a ventilated place. It's also why I'm wearing the most grey clothing that I have, because yeah, this dust kind of gets everywhere. Yeah, so if you do get into soapstone carving, please be safe. Don't inhale stone dust. I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, after carving off chunks with the coping saw, I then move on to kind of, what's the term? Rasping? I use the rasp and refine that shape a bit more. I believe I only used one rasp during this, because as I said, that one's my favourite one. I don't think you need a whole set, but I only had the option to buy a set, so yeah, I guess I have a bunch of them now. That's besides the point though, because after using the little rasps or rifflers, I then move on to using files. So now that our cat is aptly filed and relatively smooth, I move on to sanding it. So I start off just by sanding it with 120 grit wet sandpaper, and then after that I move on to 400 grit. To be honest, I don't know how many like steps there should be of sanding. I don't know what the benefit is to having more steps, like more different grit of sandpaper. But if anyone does know, like if there's a benefit to using more types, then please let me know, because I don't know if there is. One thing I make sure to do is sand over any harsh corners, because I feel like one of the nice things about these little soapstone carvings is that they're kind of just nice to like pick up and hold, and I feel like a sharp corner wouldn't be all that nice. So yeah, I make sure to round those off, just so they're nice and smooth and pleasant to hold. And then yeah, once the sanding is done, that's kind of it. Sometimes I decide to polish my soapstone carvings, but to be frank, I don't a lot of the time, just because it takes a while and I'm impatient. So yeah, this is I didn't decide to polish this one. So yeah, this is what it looks like unpolished. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching.